The trial of 5 men accused of the murder of former Bafana and Orlando Pirates goalkeeper Senzo Meyiwa is expected to resume in the High Court in Pretoria today. The trial was postponed last Wednesday as Advocate Zandile Mshololo for accused number 5 demanded an explanation from the National Prosecuting Authority about why it decided to charge her client and 4 others and seemingly ignored the other docket, which implicates singer Kelly Khumalo and others. Meyiwa was shot and killed during an alleged robbery at the mother's home of his girlfriend Kelly Khumalo in 2014. Our senior reporter Chriselda Lewis is standing by for an update on this. Chriselda, you have been indicating throughout the morning that there probably only will be a matter of looking at the way forward today. What have you heard so far?
Well, that's right, Desiree. A possible postponement could be what may be on the cards here this morning. Essentially, what we're expected to do here is that counsel is expected to map a way forward in terms of when the trial is expected to sit. Once again, you would recall, this is due to what we saw happen in the last sitting. Advocate Zandile Mshololo, who is representing accused number 5, basically saying that she received the second docket that you refer to on the morning of that last sitting, and that she basically couldn't continue with cross-examination. She also is demanding answers from the National Prosecuting Authority about why her client and the others are in the dock answering to allegations of killing Senzo Meyiwa. Yet you have this second docket, which is docket 375, which indicates that the occupants in the house at the time that Senzo Meyiwa was killed should be the ones here to answer to charges of killing Senzo Meyiwa. Questions have been raised about why the National Prosecuting Authority would have decided to continue with one docket and not the other, and why it is that, despite a decision by the Director of Public Prosecutions, the South Gauteng Division, indicating in the second docket 375 that Kelly Khumalo, Longwe Twala, as well as Zandile Khumalo and others that were inside the house at the day that Senzo Meyiwa was killed should be charged with killing Senzo Meyiwa. So more of what we're expecting here today is to map that way forward. Whether the National Prosecuting Authority has answered Zandile Mshololo, we're not yet sure at this stage. We'll hear when court starts at 10 o'clock this morning whether she was able to get answers pertaining to that. But prior to that, as I indicated on our sister program Morning Live, was that Zandile Mshololo indicated she could not continue with the cross-examination. We know as well that Thabo Musia, who is still the first state witness on the stand, he was cross-examined last sitting here before we had adjourned, and we know that he's not scheduled to be in court this morning, which is a clear indication that we're not going to be here for very long. We'll hear from the court exactly when we are scheduled to return to this court again, but I'm hearing, Desiree, around about September. That might be the availability of many of those who have an interest in this particular case. That might be the only available dates that we might see in September, but at this particular point, we're not expected to sit very long.
Chriselda will be watching to see what unfolds. Thank you for setting the scene for us.